Now from Coors Field in Denver, MLB Network is live and on the air. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Colorado Rockies. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. German Marquez, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3, but if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
Coming to the plate now, Matt Carpenter, and we are ready for some
Leading
daytime baseball.
For St. Louis, the third baseman, Matt Carpenter.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And it's fouled away.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there. Our game time temperature here to start play, a balmy 86 degrees at first pitch. The 1-1 home. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Heading for second is Carpenter.
Wow, that's the way to kick off a day at the ballpark right there. Leadoff hitter, and he puts the pitcher on his heels right out of the gate with a leadoff double. It's hard to get settled into a game as a pitcher when you're dealing with a runner in scoring position, one batter into the game.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one. And gone up into the second deck. So it's a 2-run shot to right center as the Redbirds have taken a 2-0 lead.
Well, that ball right there was right up in the happy zone. It doesn't take much to drive one out of the ballpark when you connect on a high pitch like that. The backspin carried that one right out of here.
Batting third.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now.
Paul Goldschmidt.
As he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center. Waiting on it is Tapia. 1 away. Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Dero, what's your take on this team today?
Well, Matty, you walk into this yard today and it's nothing but a hitter's park. But that can work against you at times. You have to stay within yourself. You can't just be turning and burning on everything. Stay within the game plan and know that a mistake doubles leaving this yard.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up big-time RBI man Marcell Ozuna. First pitch of the at-bat. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish tonight. Fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. And he had 2 on his mind, and that's what he'll get as he's in at second base with a 1-out double. Absolutely scorched that base hit.
Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. Story brings it in on to first, and there are 2 down.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Stepping into the box, Dexter Fowler. And a great chance here for the Cardinals to add on in just the first inning. Here's the first pitch to him. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Comes set and the 0-1. That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now a ball hit high in the air out to center field.
Tapia's in pursuit.
He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. But the Cards do strike for two, both coming on this two-run dinger. Home half of the first coming up at Coors Field. It's now 2-0 St. Louis. Jack Flaherty, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
In now, Charlie Blackmon. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Blackmon.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there's ball one.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. With that, here's a look at the Rockies lineup card for this one. What do we need to know about this lineup, D-Row?
Well, Matt, this lineup finds themselves down 2 runs. Nothing crazy. Everyone relax. Stay within the game plan. Find a way to execute and get 1 run on the board and get back in this.
Striding in for the Rockies, Trevor Story. Lifetime in this matchup. He's 1 for 4. A ball and a strike to Trevor Story. 1 out, nobody on. Hit hard on the ground to first. Taken in by Goldschmidt, and he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Batting third, no outfielder, David Dahl.
Digging in, David Dahl. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Hey, I love that pitch right there, and that's where he's going to have to work. He's going to have to work down in the zone. This is a hitter's park. We all know the ball flies, and if he's going to keep the ball in the yard, he's got to execute down to the hollow of the knee.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Now a swing and a ground ball for Wong at second. Scooped up, throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. I think a few of these folks need to get out of the sun. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters, now. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Right side, defense aligned perfectly. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
So here's how the Colorado Rockies are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at outfielder David Dahl. Another guy who profiles not only in center field but can cover both corners. Speed is his game, and he's only going to continue to get better.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect Harrison Bader. Previous history with German Marquez. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Fouled away. Bader is simply an all-around great defensive outfielder. Not only does he have great range and great hands, he's also got a plus arm, one that base runners and base coaches certainly have to be mindful of.
Absolutely. When you are in the meeting room preparing for this guy, it is the first thing that jumps off the page. Do not take the extra base.
This one skied out toward right. Blackman is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting up, the pitcher.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Jack Flaherty. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he fouls this one off. 2 out, nobody on. This one's blooped out toward right center field. And Blackman will make the catch here, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals, but they're on top 2-0. Standing in, Nolan Arenado.
Leading off.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Here's ball 1 now to the Rockies' third baseman. It's 1-1. The 1-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bader on the move. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
The St. Louis Cardinals attack you on defense in this fashion. And let's take a look at Colton Wong. One of the more dynamic middle infielders in our sport. Ability to turn a double play. Bazooka arm from a second baseman.
Into the box, Daniel Murphy. His career numbers in this matchup. Small sample, a perfect 1 for 1. Murphy, a 6'1" left-handed hitter, but throws right-handed. He was a 13th round pick during the first-year player draft of 2006.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting 6, the second baseman, Ryan McMahon.
Now at the plate, Ryan McMahon will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Here's the 1-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Bader giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. They're still down. It's 2-0.
Leading off for the Cardinals.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Carpenter.
And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Second baseman, Colton Wong.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that'll bring up Colton Wong. He pulls this one into right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Striding in, Paul Goldschmidt. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Goldschmidt swings and hits this one very well out to deep left field. Into the bleachers and gone. It's a solo shot here for Paul Goldschmidt, and the Cardinals lead it now 3-0.
That wasn't a particularly deep home run by today's standards, but it certainly did scream out of the park in a hurry. You see there on show track an impressive 112 miles an hour off the bat.
Here's Marcell Ozuna.
Marcell Ozuna.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. One and one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Paul DeYoung would be next. Hot shot on the ground is short. Throw to Murphy will take care of him, and that'll end the inning. But the Cards add on just a bit, courtesy of this solo home run. Bottom of the third coming up. It's now a 3-0 lead for St. Louis. Now at the plate, Raimel Tapia, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Swing and a liner. And there's the first hit of the game for Colorado.
Sometimes you just got to trust your hands. That pitch probably wasn't even in the zone, and he was able to fight it off for a base hit.
Tony Walter.
Into the box now, Tony Walters. He's ready. Here's the first offering. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Bader is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Herman Marquez. He, of course, no slouch at the plate, as he, in fact, took home the Silver Slugger Award for National League pitchers a season ago. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled off. Tapia on second. Marquez at first. One gone. A ball and a strike to Colorado's leadoff batter.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Bader is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning. Had a long way to go to make that running catch, and here it is again with the show track numbers. Took a great angle at it, showed nice closing speed, and ended up running close to 110 feet to finally bring it in. No doubt in efforts his teammates are appreciative of. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. No balls and 1 strike. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Good pitch there, had him a little out in front. The 1-2. Seared down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Fastball well outside. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your team...
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. 2 left for Colorado. Still down 3-0. Ready for another chance? Paul DeYoung. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
DeYoung.
Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
I mean, this is the classic case of ambush tactics at its finest, but this is getting a little ridiculous. I'd like to see some of these guys in the lineup work the count a little bit and find themselves on base and maybe drive this guy's pitch count.
Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting.
One man
fielder,
gone for the Cardinals in the
Dexter
4th, and that'll bring in the switch hitting outfielder Dexter Fowler. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
Into the box now, Matt Wieters. And it's grounded just foul down the line. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 0-1 pitch. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
You know, guys, these hitters have had some great looks at that slider so far, and clearly they're all on the same page. The plan is simple. Lay off that slider and make him bring up something straight in the strike zone.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for the Cardinals to this point. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
I got to be honest, I'm shocked he went back to this pitch again. First one, he was on it and fouled it off. Second one, he did not miss.
Into the box, Harrison Bader, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Action now in that Colorado pen as a southpaw has stood up to throw out there. Fowler over at second. Wieters is over at first with 1 away. High in the air out to center field. On the run is Tapia. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out.
The pitcher, number 22.
So it's first and third with 2 away, and the pitcher digs in next. It'll be Jack Flaherty. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line drive to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Cards strand a couple. Leading off the inning, David Dahl, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. And he misses with it, 1-1. Right side, but it's well foul. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Up next for Colorado.
So the base is empty here with one away. And in next it'll be the perennial MVP candidate, third baseman Nolan Arenado. Popped up. No problem over there for Goldschmidt, and there are 2 gone now.
The first baseman, number 9, Daniel.
Settling in now, Daniel Murphy. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Bader is there, and he'll make the catch to retire this. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Matt Carpenter. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes, Matt Carpenter. When we talk about the best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players.
And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. One away. Ready for another shot now. Colton Wong. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Standing in now, Paul Goldschmidt. The swing and hit a pop to the right side of the infield. McMahon camps under it, and he's got it for route number 2.
Now batting, left fielder.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and that'll bring up big-time RBI man Marcell Ozuna. First pitch of the at-bat on its way, and he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. McMahon is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is. Welcome back to Coors Field in Denver as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Rockies skipper Bud Black between innings, specifically about his club's offensive output to this point. And he said they just aren't putting enough competitive at-bats together right now. He told me he can't recall many times where they've been able to get to a full count today. And while that's not always a necessity for success, they've clearly had their struggles today, especially when it comes to making things difficult on the opposing pitching.
All right, Heidi, thank you. 1-1 the count. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front. And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just one hit to this point. Digging in, Raimel Tapia, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. A ball and no strikes. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Fowler has a read on it. Oh, and he whiffs on it. Around second now and headed for third. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Now batting.
So digging in now, Tony Walters. He flew out in his last at-bat.
0-1.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
That's a ball.
And that misses 1-1. Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now. 3-1 now as that misses down and in.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's
off at the second now as that ball finds its way into the outfield, a base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate.
Boy, I don't know about that pick selection right there, Hero. You have a base open with the pitcher on deck. Not very good pitching right there.
Dan, as a guy who hit 8th in the National League a time or two, nothing's more difficult than to try and mind meld with the pitcher and come up with a game plan when you know you got the pitcher on deck. Shocking that he was coming after him right there in that big spot, and he paid the price.
1-1 the count now. A 1-1 is in there for the second strike. Walters stands at second with 2 gone. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Rockies forced to settle for 1. We're through 5 here. Now batting, Paul DeYoung. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
The shortstop, Paul DeYoung.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. It's a solo shot here for Paul DeYoung, and the Cardinals open it up now. It's 4-1.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
Here comes manager Bud Black out of the dugout heading for the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. Just 5 innings of work for him here, as he really never found his rhythm in this one. Dahl is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out.
The batter, the catcher, Matt Wieters.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Matt Wieters. Last time through was a base hit. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Left side, but well foul. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Arenado in foul ground, but this will land untouched. Here's the 0-2. Good waste pitch, 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
The 1-2 is in there. A called strike 3. Standing in, Harrison Bader. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Bader.
Here it comes. Hit the other way out toward right field. Blackman is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. But the Cards add on just a bit, courtesy of this solo home run. Bottom of the 6th coming up. St. Louis leads it 4-1. At the plate, Trevor Story. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
And he lays off there, 1-0.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
Bader is right there, 1 down.
Now batting.
Into the box now, David Dahl. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Hit hard down the left field line, but this will be foul. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2. Lays off, 2-2 now. Two pitch is fouled away. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bader moves over. 2 gone.
The batter, the third baseman.
First delivery to him on the way.
Arenado.
And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. This one's down to third. Taken in by Carpenter. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. So here now's the pitcher, Jack Flaherty. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch here is hit off to the right side and fouled. It's strike 1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-2. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. Murphy backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
The third baseman.
One gone for the Redbirds in the 7th. And that'll bring up the sweet swinging Matt Carpenter. Here it comes. In there, and it's 0-1. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. The 0-2 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Waiting on it is Dahl. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Colton Wong will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Bullet back up the middle. Tapia is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Down in order go the Cardinals, but they lead it. First pitch of the at-bat. And that misses for ball 1.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
The 1-1 home. It is a curveball that chases him out of the way. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
And it's late his afternoon of work, and the longer this at bat goes, the better of chance of him making a mistake. But as a guy starts to tire, they're more likely to leave the ball up. But man, he's been good so far.
And that misses ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Murphy aboard here at first with nobody out. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes to count to Ryan McMahon. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
But gloved by the third baseman for the out. Sliding into the box, Raimel Tapia. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Ready with the 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 1 run, 2 hits. No errors in the ball game for the Rockies thus far. Pulled toward right center field. Bader is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, the catcher.
That'll bring up Tony Walters. Singled homer run in his last time up.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Rockies strand one, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Now we're at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Number 37 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Number 37. Now catching. And
he's ready. Here's the first offering. Short, hit hard. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The left fielder, number 23.
And now the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Marcell Ozuna. First offering on its way. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes. Aggressive style. First pitch. Base hit up the middle.
Paul DeYoung will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. Ozuna, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Skied into straightaway right. Blackman is under it. 2 gone. Now in the box, Dexter Fowler. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way, and it's fouled away. 8th inning, 4-1 is our score. Lifted the other way down the left field line. On the run is Dahl. Into the corner, he makes the catch to end the inning. 1 left for the Cardinals. Digging in, number 58. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Brett Cecil is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. He's set, and the pitch. Late that time for a strike.
Hey, this offense needs to get it going right here. Somebody has to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and get this team to start thinking past the baton mentality. They cannot continue to go up there and look like they have no game plan.
Behind 0-2 now. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. The next 0-2. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. But in this situation, he was able to hold back. That's a nice take.
Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. Cardinals are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. It was a really nice day on the mound for him.
Matty V, really a solid performance. 7 strong innings pitched, in line for the win. Needs some help for the bullpen to close this one out.
Here it comes on 0-2. Again, he sends it out of play.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Hit hard to third. Carpenter has it. And there are 2 away now. Stepping up now, Trevor Story. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. So that keeps the inning alive with 2 out for David Dahl. That was not a good pitch, but he handled it nicely, guys.
Yeah, and the pitcher's got to wonder what he has to do to get it past this guy. That pitch was off the plate, but he shows great reach, gets good extension, and drives it for a 2-bagger.
2-0 now. Too high, and it's 3-0.
There's absolutely no need to challenge him in this situation right here. Do yourself a favor, be smart, nibble a little bit, maybe use his aggressiveness against himself.
Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner, but this is foul near the seats. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out. Here's Nolan Arenado. And Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important for them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
Giovanni Gallegos enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning. And he doesn't want him to get off to a big lead out there at second, so he steps off to look him back. From the belt, kicks and deals. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. Behind 0-2 now. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. That one is out of here. This game is tied.
Yeah, that was solid strategy going with the right-handed reliever there. Looking for the right-on-right advantage, but he took that strategy and blasted it into the outfield stands. Got on the bump, just didn't execute the pitch he wanted.
Softly hit toward the hole. Goldschmidt is there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Stepping in, Matt Wieters.
Leading off for the Cardinals, the catcher.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. But that is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
Fouled away. A pause and the 0-2. Pulled toward right center field. Tapia's in pursuit, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double.
Now you could tell he was thinking fastball all the way here, and that's exactly what he got. He was able to get the bat head out front and pull it into the gap in the right center. Now they're set up pretty nicely for a good inning after that leadoff double.
Now at the plate, Harrison Bader. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 to third. And that's out number 1. Tyler O'Neill will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 41, Tyler O'Neill.
Lays off 1-0. It's his job to get something into the outfield and give that go-ahead run a chance to score from second. Swing and a liner. A quick glove at third, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting, the third baseman, Matt.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Matt Carpenter. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here's the first pitch. Oh, and look at this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, and it's now 6-4.
Second baseman,
Colton Wong will stand in as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Waiting on it is Tapia, and that ends the inning. But the Cards do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run dinger. Last chance coming up for the Rockies. It's the Cardinals 6 and the Rockies 4. Andrew Miller is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
Number 21, Andrew Miller.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. Lifetime against Andrew Miller. He's 1 for 2.
The second baseman.
First pitch on its way. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Miller has pitched north of 700 innings in the majors and has an ERA just under 4. A respectable number that he'd like to improve upon in this one. Pitch popped up. Carpenter on the move. Oh, and this drops in the infield. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Ian Desmond come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Even count of 2-2 to Ian Desmond. McMahon gets his lead at first, nobody out. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
The 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. The 1-2 pitch. Popped him up. Goldschmidt over to his right. 2 down.
Now batting.
Digging in for his second at bat, number 58. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. No balls and a strike to count. And he fouls this one off. Last strike now for Colorado. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
6-4 the outcome today. The Cards came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Giovanni Gallegos is credited with the win. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals, 6 runs, 11 hits, 2 errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 12 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.